Welcome, everybody, to the last Batwoman video of the year. The season is finally over. What a long season it has been. 20 episodes of this show. I'm still blown away that they ordered an entire full season of this show and then prematurely gave it a second season. I hear a lot of theories on that it's likely due to HBO Max. They wanted to have extra content for the channel or for the streaming service. So because of that, they decided to give the show a second season. I don't know if that's true or not. There's really no way unless HBO Max were to come out and say it. But I think that rumor does make sense. It does make sense if you think about it. But the season's over. Season 2 is a long time away, and we are done with this terrible, terrible show for some time. What a ride it's been. This show is just been a disaster. I can't imagine it's made any money. You know there's no merchandise for it. Season 2 is going to be even worse. I guess because of everything going on right now, they are going to practice distancing on the sets of all CW shows. And that means there's going to be less fight scenes. So you're going to have more talking in hallways and more nonsense, more dramatic nonsense. So look forward to that. A Bat show with no stunts or fighting. That's going to be really exciting. The show was barely exciting as it was, but it's going to get even worse. So this show has had really bad ratings. It started off over 1 million viewers. It had over 1 million viewers on this show when it first hit. And then, like a ski slope, it just kept going down. It got really bad. I think, so the last episode of really bad ratings was like 634,000 people watching this show. I don't know how this show makes money with those kind of numbers, but they're keeping it around. They're keeping Supergirl around too. That show has really fallen off a cliff as well. So the last 3 episodes of Batwoman have had Hush and some more Bat elements introduced into the show. Now, the show has really kind of tried to sell itself on being anti-male and anti-Batman, and that makes it even more hilarious that the ratings went up when they brought in Hush and then revealed Bruce Wayne. So some of the promo for this was that, Hush was going to get Bruce Wayne's face. They kind of introduced Bruce Wayne to the show because Hush got Bruce Wayne's face. Now, if you know a little bit about Hush, he ends up putting on Bruce Wayne's face and looking just like him to try to, steal his fortune and so on and so on. I think a lot of you have probably at least played the Arkham games. Hush is in there, and you see him put on Bruce Wayne's face in that game as well. So I'd say at least the average Bat fan, even if you're just a fan of the games and stuff and you don't read the comics, you probably kind of know a little bit about Hush and him wearing Bruce Wayne's face. So I don't think that's a big reveal to most Bat fans. I think even the average person has an idea of who Hush is. I would put Hush as like a B or a C level Batman villain. He's a little newer, so he doesn't quite have the history that, his main rogues gallery has. This puts a little bit more credibility, in my opinion, on the rumor that they're not allowed to use a lot of high-level Batman stuff because, Warner Brothers wants to keep that for the movies. I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, obviously. In fact, I don't know how much I believe that rumor because now they're going to do a Superman show. There's a Superman show coming next year, which Batwoman, of course, is going to have a crossover with him. I don't quite get that one either. You think that they would do a Superman and Flash crossover or a Superman and Supergirl crossover, but no, he's gonna do a crossover with Batwoman. To me, that's using the popularity of Superman to prop up this pile of garbage show, but whatever. Anyway, doing this, having him be Bruce Wayne opens the door to bring Batman back for this show. I just want to point out, here's the actor that's playing him. So he's not technically playing Bruce Wayne, but this is Bruce Wayne's face. So this is going to be Hush. Effectively, if they ever decide to bring Batman to the show, they've casted him. It would be Warren Christie. Actually, think he makes a decent looking Batman. He's got the chin. I think he could do it. I mean, sure. Why not? So if they ever decide to do that, they've already got Bruce Wayne cast. So there you go. That's the big thing. And this kind of stuff, guess what it ended up doing? It spiked the ratings up, which, I'm sure makes a few feminists pretty upset that it took a man to prop up old Batwoman. And prop her up he did. We have some ratings numbers right here. So the lowest point of the entire season was on April 26th, where they had 634K. That was the lowest. And then May 3rd, it went up a little bit to 643K. But on May 10th, when all of the Hush stuff, there was Hush pictures coming out of the I'll give props to the Hush, the Batwoman Hush. It's pretty comics accurate. Went up to 704K. Okay, that's pretty good. Being down to 634 two weeks ago. And then the final, May 17th, 752K. That's pretty good. I'd say they probably could use, a little bit closer to the show's first couple of episodes numbers to be profitable. But just by bringing Hush back, look how many people return to the show. To me, that shows the power of having Batman-related stuff in the show. But you would think, they're like, okay, so we brought Hush in. We got a lot of people to come back for season 2. What we really need to do is we need to double down on Hush. We need to maybe tease bringing more Batman-related elements to the show. Tell people, maybe tease that Bruce Wayne's going to come back. Maybe we're going to bring Batman back somewhere in that season. That's what we're going to do. No. Nope, they're not going to do that at all. Because I don't know if you know this, but Batwoman likes the ladies, right? Not really a big deal, but they make it a big deal. It's literally a plot point to the entire series. So instead of, making Hush the big bad, instead of, maybe teasing Two-Face to show up or something, they're not doing any of that. Instead, the big bad for next season is going to be Kate's ex-girlfriend, who is a pirate queen, by the way, Slay Queen. She will be the big bad for next season. Some character I've never really heard of, some nobody from the DC universe is now going to be the main big bad, going to team up with her sister that nobody cares about probably, and that's going to be the big thing. So we're going to quadruple down on Kate's thing for the ladies by having her ex-pirate queen come to Gotham and terrorize her. So instead of making the big bad Hush or some other Batman-related villain, we're going to go ahead and quadruple down on nonsense that nobody cares about. These ratings aren't going to last. So I imagine Season 2's ratings will be horrible. I really wonder how many episodes we're going to get for Season 2, considering everything going on right now. I don't see them giving it 20 episodes this time. I'd say, but to be fair, I would say all of the CW shows are probably going to get shorter seasons next year so that they can keep on. Because, with everything going on right now, they're going to have to play catch up. Everybody's playing catch up. So they'll probably do a shorter Season 2 for a lot of shows on network television are going to be shorter, I would imagine. And then so they'll probably do half seasons, and then over the summer prepare for Season 3, and that would be 20. But I don't think that this show is going to get a Season 3, if you want my honest opinion. I don't think it's going to get a Season 3. I predict that the numbers for this show are going to fall down to about 400,000 by the time this is done. But anyway, that's pretty much it for old Batwoman. I did want to give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer. So you should always hold on to your physical copies of movies because of stuff like this. So this guy puts over on Twitter, "Hey, Netflix, you want to explain to me why you edited Back to the Future 2? This is the original scene. You cut the magazine cover discovery and 2 lines from Marty, and not even that well. You did a pretty sloppy job on editing." So in Back to the Future 2, if you're not aware of what's going on in that movie, Marty finds the sports almanac that he has to go back in time to get because it predicts the future of sports. If you've never seen this movie, just disregard the rest of this video, I guess, because I don't want to explain the plot to Back to the Future 2. My point is that they edited out a scene because it had it's a a girly magazine that Biff was using, and he put the cover of the Sports Almanac on it. And then Marty finds out after he thinks he has the sports magazine, instead he has pretty much a Sears underwear catalog is what it is. They cut that out. Some Puritan stuff right there. I don't know why they cut that out. It's really not even that big of a deal. It's not even that like hardcore. That's why I don't get this. Though I don't get doing this in general. The only thing I can think of is doing something like that. So, back in the day, a PG I don't think they didn't have PG-13 ratings, I think is the story. So they could get away with a little bit more. Like if Back to the Future 2 came out today, it would probably be PG-13. So I think they're making cuts to keep these movies at PG ratings. That's my guess. But I think that's really stupid. You didn't need to cut that out. The picture was literally like something out of a Sears catalog or something. So it's really stupid. I don't get it. It's really a shame because, you have to wonder what other movies are getting this done to them. This movie has a lot of fans, so naturally people are going to catch this stuff and point it out. What about the movies that don't have those big fan bases? So hang on to your physical copies, folks. If there's a movie you really love, make sure you own it so that you can experience it forever, because I would imagine this is going to keep getting worse. Anyway, Batwoman is a terrible show, and I'm looking forward to being canceled next year. We'll have a Batwoman is over party when that happens. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about all of this. Also, share the video, throw a like up, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.